Right. You may have heard the name Fern in relation to our recent severe weather.
Yeah, today's good question is this: are winter storms like hurricanes given names? Here's our Victor Puente with the answer to that good question.
Well, they are not named by any government agency. If you've heard the name Winter Storm Fern in reference to the storm that hit us in January, that name came from a private company, specifically the Weather Channel. In 2012, they announced they would be naming winter storms, similar to how the World Meteorological Organization oversees the process of naming tropical storms and hurricanes. The Weather Channel has a list of names. Their website says they will, quote, name a high-impact winter storm with significant snow and or ice affecting at least one, if not multiple regions in the country. That process isn't one the National Weather Service has any interest in taking part in. In a statement to USA Today, the NWS said the National Weather Service does not name winter storms and there are no plans to consider it. Unlike tropical storms, winter storms are diverse, with conditions that evolve throughout the storm's life. That's why our forecast, watches, and warnings focus on specific impacts, such as wind conditions, snowfall, ice, temperatures, visibility, and other impacts. So while you may hear some names thrown around for winter storms, they aren't coming from any official source. If you have a good question, just email us, goodquestion@wkyt.com. I'll see you on WKYT Mornings.